polytuner.
I was just reading.
You're on the clock again. Stop, okay, sweet. You're on the bed all day. You don't have to put it in the car, so have it sound. So start tapping the door, that's all you're Let's get in. I'll find that. Oh, yeah.
I suppose I'd always been a really big fan of folk music, like acoustic kind of dudes like Nick Drake, kind of John Renbourn, those sort of guys, John Martin, all these sort of kind of 60s and 70s kind of hippie folk scene, you know, like Crosby, Stills and Nash would be a very big influence on me now, like their kind of vocal styles. I think they're probably what got me into singing actually, really. These days I'm mainly find myself listening to hip hop, really. That's I'm not really ever going to be a rapper because I'm a white person from West Cork, but if I could, I would. So I definitely find myself making a lot of hip hop instrumental stuff and even writing rap lyrics, which I suppose then kind of bring that into the guitar, and that kind of leads how I write my lyrics most of the time.
Forever kept in a steady state of bliss, and my happiness is dependent on endings. Time redefined, I unwind in a separate mind. Set the best though, I'll do the rest for. See the vast array of time and space, and cold hours silhouette. This is a number game. Let it out, let it in, and it'll be the only days left to spend. Keep up with your past self, and you might as well break the ideals and expectations, roll in everything you do. You struggle to keep up with the times and try, but always fall behind. And you were made for a different spot to this, and that is take a shimmer off days and come again. You can't steal the light this time, my friend. And everybody's got their own problems. Yeah, it's a trend, it's a pretending. The soft-pronounced black figurines linger in a limousine seat and keep me keen. Days come and go, and it's a time trial, it's a time trial. And everybody shows it isn't worthwhile, isn't worthwhile. And it goes forever kept in a steady state of bliss, and my happiness is dependent on endings. Time redefined, I unwind in a separate mind. Set the best though, I'll do the rest for.
We're starting recording now. We were meant to be doing some recording tomorrow, but it just got cancelled for whatever reason. So we're going to be starting recording a couple of tracks now again in the next few weeks, just trying to lock everyone down. But instead of it being my solo stuff, we're going to be getting a full band in, so I'm going to have a drummer and bass player, probably violin as well, and then try and get this new EP recorded with them so that I can kind of just beef up the set a bit and bring that into the gig circuit for next year. I'm doing it as a 2-part EP, so the A side is going to be kind of more similar style to what I've done with Two Lifetimes Late, being kind of percussive guitar, more kind of solo stuff, and then the B side of it is going to kind of step it up into having the full band for that and try and get a bit more, as I was saying, with kind of electronic elements on the production and actually just make it into a bigger sound. So I don't have a name for it yet. I've got the 4 tracks selected for it. It's just trying to get them all recorded, because obviously recording with a full band is a much bigger project than just doing acoustic guitar and vocals, you know. You've got to orchestrate a drum kit, bass guitar, all this other stuff. So yeah, so it's very much in the beginning stage, trying to figure it out myself really, as is everyone else, and hopefully by the end of the year we'll have it kind of more or less recorded and ready for releasing come springtime. Doesn't have a name yet, as I was saying, but I'm sure all that will be manifested in the coming weeks.
Have you noticed the lack of a repetitive kick drum? No, there isn't one in this song. And have you noticed the lack of talking about nothing I don't know? I'm sick of hearing phrases like manipulate your mind state. I'm gonna drink more and more until I hit the floor. And we're all just having fun. It's okay though, because we're young. We're all just having fun. It's okay though, because we're young. What did we do with taste? And we're so misplaced and misgazed. We're in the commercial age. And what does that do but dance? And I leave it up to chance when you're caught in a cultural trance. You're caught in a cultural trance. It's like every song is an advertisement for fake tits and alcohol, and keep numbing your brains. It's okay, cause it complies with the law. Nobody thinks for themselves anymore and live their lives according to lies from the mainstream media, and never question anything at all. Some is an advertisement. I'm gonna spend my days living away, trying to get paid so I can say I got that piece of paper, and I can be viewed in a positive light in society's eyes. I spend my whole life trying to get by, living a lie. I never question anything at all. 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 What did we do with taste? It was so misplaced and misgazed. We're in the commercial age. And what does that do but dance? And I leave it up to chance when you're caught in a cultural trance. You're caught in a cultural trance. You're caught in a cultural trance. You're caught in a cultural trance.
With this new EP, it being a 2-part EP, I think the first track that's going to be on the side 2 with the full band this song called Amicable Ambience. That's the next song. Like, I'm kind of talking about that because that is the most that's the most kind of insight for recording at the moment. We're focusing on that for the next week or so. We're going to try and get the drums down. I actually had that song in the back burner for a good few years now at this stage, and only kind of ended up playing it live for the first time this summer. It's weird having a song that you've written like 4 or 5 years ago and then only ever trying it out live just now when you're in this completely different place to when you wrote it. Like, so, but I'm playing it now with a full band, drums and everything, so it's kind of taken a step into a different direction. It's nice, I think, writing a song and almost taking a step back for a few years to kind of let it sit and then come back to it in a different mindset. It's almost like you didn't write the song at that stage almost because you're in such a different place with it. So it's very interesting. All right, it's to do with like kind of not wanting, kind of, I suppose, longing for like your own kind of peace and quiet and silence. Like, it's I suppose, what is the lyrics for the start of it? I gaze into the vast vista. It's so peaceful outside. It's all just about like kind of being on your own, having your own sort of meditative headspace, and kind of, I think I wrote a lot of it actually when I was in New York, and I was just kind of hanging out on my own, doing a lot of reading, and just kind of, I don't know, realizing that being on your own isn't such a bad thing, and that it's actually quite good for you really to just have that silence, no kind of noise or energy around, just being able to just chill and figure out kind of what's going on and just be content with it, you know? So I think that's kind of what it was trying to do, but that was obviously written about 4 years ago, so now it's coming back to it with this different mindset and different musicians on it, and it's interesting seeing it come to life. Frightening, yet simultaneously soothing of the mind. I'm not aware of my being, so stand here, I'm stuck in a daydream, the rippling of the window screen, it jolts me back to this conscious state, also known as reality. One desolate object, alone in solitude.